most people don't know this. And once you hear it, you'll never look at money the same way again. When bankers and financial advisors have a baby, they don't start by buying toys. They start by buying time. Because there's one advantage rich families understand better than anyone else. And it's so simple, you'll wonder why nobody told you before. If you had invested just $100 a month starting the day a child is born, that child could reach adulthood with tens of thousands of dollars already working for them. Not because of luck, not because of high salaries, but because of something almost invisible. Time. Here's the strange part. Most parents never realize. Most parents think money problems start when kids become adults. College, rent, bills, debt. But financially smart families know the opposite is true. The real problem starts much earlier, the moment a child is born. Let me show you something simple. Imagine two parents. Parent A waits until their child turns 18 to start saving for college. Parent B starts investing $100 a month from birth. Same child, same country, same economy. But watch how their futures split apart. Because compound interest doesn't grow in a straight line, it grows slowly at first. Almost boringly slow. Then suddenly it accelerates. Like pushing a snowball downhill. At first, nothing seems to happen, and that's exactly why most people quit. But wealthy families don't invest for results today. They invest for momentum tomorrow. And this is where things get uncomfortable. Because the biggest financial advantage, ascent de intelligence, it isn't income. It's starting earlier than everyone else. In the United States, many parents rely on savings accounts. But inflation quietly eats that money every year. So while it feels safe, it's actually moving backward. Meanwhile, families who understand investing often use tools designed specifically for long-term growth. Accounts that allow investments to grow for years without being constantly taxed. Simple index funds. Automatic monthly contributions. Nothing flashy, nothing complicated. Just consistency. And here's something almost nobody talks about. The goal isn't to make a child rich overnight. The goal is to remove pressure later. Imagine turning 18 without student debt panic, without needing the first job just to survive, without starting adult life already behind. That financial breathing room changes decisions. It changes careers. It even changes confidence. Now, here's the part most people miss, and it might be the most important line in this entire video. The amount matters far less than the habit, because starting small trains something more powerful than money. It trains identity. A family that invests regularly begins thinking differently. Spending decisions change. Risk decisions change. Long-term thinking becomes normal. And over time, that mindset compounds, just like the money does. This is why two families earning the same income can end up living completely different financial lives 20 years later. One reacts to expenses, the other prepares for them before they exist. And here's the twist. You don't need to be wealthy to do this. You only need to start before it feels urgent. Because once it feels urgent, time is already gone. Most adults today are trying to fix financial problems created years earlier. High debt, no savings. Constant stress. Not because they failed, but because nobody showed them how powerful early decisions really are. And maybe the biggest irony of all, the strategy bankers quietly use for their own families is actually the simplest one available to everyone. Small amounts, automatic investing, long horizons, nothing exciting, but incredibly powerful. So the real question isn't how much money you have today, it's how much time you still have working for you. And if this changed the way you think about money even a little, then you're already ahead of where most people start. Before you leave, let me ask you one thing. What age do you think people should start investing minus 80, 25, or as early as possible? I read every answer. And if you want more explanations that make money finally make sense, stick around, because the next video might completely change how you see everyday expenses.